petition for revocation of probation. You were before this court on the case 2022 CR 07741 for simple battery on the 19th day of December 2023. You were sentenced to 12 months on probation. You have 6 months and 21 days remaining. Your probation was told. It says that you failed to report on February 15th, March 15th, April 10th, April 17th, and within 10 days of April 18th, 2024. Your last report to probation was on February 17th, 2024 by mail. You failed to comply with counseling. You did not show proof of enrolling in an anger management program. You failed to attend AA and NA meetings, one per week, and show proof of that. And you failed to pay. You're currently $265 in arrears. It is my understanding that through your attorney, you decided to stipulate and agree to the violations present.
Yes.
Okay. Ms. Chang, what is the probation office recommending in Ms. Candace's case?
Good morning, Your Honor. Probation recommends that 30 days be revoked and thereafter close the case.
All right. Ms. Hahn?
Your Honor, Ms. Candace let me know that she did complete, she's been going to AA, and then she did complete anger management, but failed to reach out to Ms. Chang. She said she forgot to email her. She's been struggling with housing, not in the sense that she's not had a roof over her head at all, but she was staying at an Airbnb, but now she has stable housing. When she got picked up for this, though, Your Honor, she spent 20 days, she says, in the Cherokee County Jail. So, Your Honor, we're asking that she get credit for those days as well.
No.
Nevertheless, Your Honor, we ask that you accept the state's recommendation.
Ms. Candace, the reason you were on probation is because I was giving you the opportunity to be out there, and the only thing you had to do was check in, like literally check in. Like literally tell Ms. Chang, hey, I'm experiencing some difficulties right now. I can't get to this or that. I'm having some housing issues. Literally check in. And then I made it even easier for you by phone or mail. How old are you, ma'am?
25.
Okay, Ms. Candace, when do you plan to get your life together? Because you're 25 today, you'll be 40 tomorrow. Trust me, it goes so fast. You laugh, but I sit here thinking I'm 23 every time I put my feet on the floor. But then when those bones start hurting, I realize my real age. It goes fast. And so how long you gonna keep playing with the system?
And I mean, I don't plan on playing with the system.
Well, what you doing? Because the only thing I asked you was to check in. And I say, because I say it to everybody, the quickest way to get rearrested is to fail to report. You couldn't stop by a post office. You couldn't get any mail done. You couldn't check in by phone. You went all of this time without checking in. What's going on? Tell me the real problem.
Like I said, I was unstable.
You what?
I said I was unstable, and I just got stable.
Okay. How did you get stable? What was the magic thing that worked for you?
No, my friend let me move in.
Okay, so you got somebody who has allowed you to move in.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be the kind of person that they're gonna allow to stay, or are you gonna get kicked out because you're not honoring the choice they made to allow you to move in?
I'm planning on staying there and continue to work.
Where you working?
I'm in the office.
Okay. Oh, that's right up the street. You worked right up the street and you couldn't report for probation? We can walk to them from here. Ma'am?
I mean,
yeah, you're not getting them 20 days of credit. You call Snapology and tell them you'll be back once you do these 30 days. Because that was too easy. Literally, you can walk to there from here.
I don't go here.
You don't what? You don't what?
I was just gonna say, it's not, I don't go to the office there. I'm mostly.
So you work remote?
Yes.
And you couldn't call, so you're obviously using a phone and a computer to work, but you couldn't call Miss Chang to check in.
No, my phone is broken. Okay.
Miss Candace, what you're not going to do is continue to make excuses for yourself. Get your life together. Get your life together, Miss Candace. Get your life together. 25 years old, get your life together. What you waiting on? Because this behavior is, I mean, you're acting like somebody who can't think their way through things. And I'm no different. So you need to get your life together. This is not a good look for you. It's not. All right. So I'm going to give you 30 days to serve, after which the case will be suspended and then eventually closed. You still have the same condition not to have any contact with the person who is on the who is on your sentence for you to not have contact with. I'm going to fill out this form.
And Your Honor, does she get credit for the days that she's been in Clayton, though?
Yeah, I'll give her that.
Thank you.
All right, Ms. Hahn.
Your Honor, we ask that you accept the state's recommendation. I did speak with Ms. Tatum about who this Maria Tatum is. It is her sister. She gave the false name, thinking that, knowing that she potentially had a warrant out for her arrest, and she did so. She was afraid. We had the conversation, and the attorney.
Ms. Hahn is trying to save you from being fussed at, because I do it so much more vehemently than she does. She's nice. Me, not so much, because the last thing I want to see is your sister's name on television because she's been shot, because she was, arguing with the police officers who told her she had a warrant, and she's telling them she doesn't, because you were the one who put her name in the system. Mm-hmm. That is the dumbest thing you could do. First of all, none of this had to happen. You gave us free time from your life because of a false name, address, or date of birth. You know what you probably would have gotten had you just given them your name and not had a green leafy substance in a moving vehicle? You would have gotten a ticket. A ticket. Also, if you think you have a warrant out there pending, wouldn't it be better to go ahead and get you an attorney and deal with the warrant that's out there pending, or have the court appoint you an attorney if you can't afford one, instead of you getting snatched out of a car and going to jail to have to face something that you're not ready to face? Mm-hmm. How old are you?
I'm 25.
Oh, Lord, another 25-year-old. Y'all 25-year-olds are making some really bad decisions. Y'all aren't thinking the next thing. Okay, so this is what happens. At some point, your brain clicks in and your brain chemistry changes, and you start thinking about the consequences of your actions. You're still in that mode of, oh my gosh, I got to say something, or I got to do something, instead of thinking about the consequences of your actions. Giving a false name, address, or date of birth is the most avoidable charge that you can ever get. And if you think about it, you have an iPhone, don't you?
Yes, ma'am. You
can open your phone with your face. Do you think we can't figure out who you are once you come to court? Do you think officers don't have like straight up fingerprint readers that they keep in their car? They can figure it out. Yeah. So why would you give yourself time in jail?
I wasn't thinking, ma'am.
I know, but that's what I'm trying to explain to you. Mm-hmm. Miss Tessa, let me tell you something. You're 25 years old. I just said this to another 25-year-olds. Before you turn around, you're going to be 30. Then you're going to be 40. And what will you have done with your life? What is it you plan to do? This is your assignment from me. Apart from all of this, your assignment from me is to sit down, because a lot of times we don't get quiet and listen and think through things. I need you to sit down and give yourself 30 minutes of quiet time with a pen and a paper. And I want you to figure out what you want to be doing in 1 year and 5 years, and figure out how to make that happen. If you don't know where you're going, you're going to keep ending up back here in a green jumpsuit.
Yes, ma'am.
Because you're doing things in the immediate, but you're never thinking about what it's going to mean in the long term. What is it you see? Just me and you talking. Get everybody else. What is it you see yourself doing with your life?
I want to start my own business and I want to start a family.
Okay, so those are two things that require a lot of good common sense. When you start a business, you're going to have to handle money, taxes. Most businesses pay quarterly taxes, which means you paying your taxes every quarter, so 4 times a year. So you're going to have to learn business skills. You're going to have to learn marketing skills. All of those things come with having a business. Not that you don't have a good idea or a good skill or product, but you got to think about those things, okay? And if you want to have a family, man, do you know how much you have to know and figure out to be a mama? I mean, it's constant. You got a constant list in your head. Have I gotten the immunizations for school? Do I have all the clothes they're gonna need? Did I check and make sure homework is done? Okay, do I have to arrange for summer camp or, after school camp? All of those things, do I have insurance to make sure that if anything happens, they can go to a doctor? All of those things require you to think. Okay, so I'm just asking you, Miss Tessa, think carefully about how you want the next part of your life to go. Okay? All right. Thank you, ma'am. And don't put your sister in no foolishness.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for talking to me this morning.
Because I believe that this is a bump in the road. This is just bad decisions. You ain't a bad person.
Thank you.
Okay? All right. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Suspended fines on both. You go.